Hey, Mountain Park Church, Rick here. Just going to talk to you a little bit about the readings for the week. All the readings for the week are actually scriptures from the sermon. So if you've watched the sermon, or you will watch the sermon, if you haven't, be sure to go and do that. But the whole idea here is as Mountain Park Church, we're exploring what it looks like when we live out who we are as a church family. And the verb that I got is engaged, that we're going to be engaged with our community. And so this idea of being engaged, we traveled through the scriptures this week a little bit looking at that. And the key verse, the one that I'm preaching about, or that I have preached about, depends on when you get this email, is from Matthew 22, when Jesus is talking. He's being trying to be tricked by the Pharisees, the Sadducees, the lawyers, all these legal experts of the day, the biblical legal experts, the really Jewish Israelite followers. They're trying to trick him and trip him up. And if you remember, they asked him, Lord, teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law? And we all are very familiar with this. Jesus says in various places. And he said to him, you shall love the Lord with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the great and first commandment. And the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. And on these two commandments depend all the law and the prophets. So the point this week, as we dive into what it means to be engaged, it means to be engaged with God, with loving God, and loving our neighbor. And so we explore that this week, and the readings do that as well. And they kind of guide you through some scriptures that have to do about understanding loving God, and that we have to actually understand his love for us first, and then let that overflow into how we love our neighbor. And then who is our neighbor? We talk about that a little bit. You get to read about that. The Good Samaritan, the story there as well, is included in this week's reading. So enjoy, and look forward to hearing your feedback.